You're in such a weak state, and yet... Why are you here? I told you not to come.
Seriously, we left you behind for a reason, you know.
Still, it's very good to see you. I can feel Soga's presence. Albeit faintly, there can be no doubt. The key to his plan is inside this building.
You're probably right. So then, what exactly are we expecting to find here?
A source of entropy and corruption. Beyond that specifically, we'll find out. If we eliminate the source, we eliminate the problem. But we need to hurry.
Sis? We've got company.
Ah! You ain't setting one foot in there. Your journey ends here and now.
And we're surrounded. With this many guards, you're definitely right. It has to be the source in there.
We're going to have to fight our way through. Rin.
Don't worry, I'll keep up.
We feel something yet? Give me this dirty hands drop!
I think we got him.
Are you alright? No, I'm fine. Reinforcements. A whole pack of them.
Sis, I've got this.
No, there are too many.
Don't worry, I'm used to big crowds. And these guys look a little shabby. You go ahead and find Big Brother. And you need to go with her. If anything happens to Sis, I'm holding you personally responsible. You got that?
Thank you, Rin. But please, don't get hurt. You're my dear sister, after all. My only sister.
Sis, that's all I needed to hear. Those words alone will keep me safe, I promise. Go on, now! Get in there and save this town. Well, my little sheeplings, it's your lucky day. You're just in time for my final encore. You better get that mosh pit ready.
Is this the core of Soga's dark utopia?
Well, well, I'm impressed you made it this far. Though you'll forgive me if I don't give you the warmest of welcomes.
Soga, there's still time. Put a stop to this foolishness.
Foolishness? Oh, Shizuku, your lack of faith wounds me. This device, you see, ensures the continued survival of the Night Eater clan in perpetuity. Think of it like Noah's Ark. The output still needs some fine-tuning, but once we find just the right glorious frequency, all who come to Akihabara will find themselves drained of their energy before they even know what hit them. One gentle tug on each mortal body, and all those lifetimes worth of energy will be ours.
If you do that, you'll only ensure that no one comes to Akiba anymore. The whole area will become a ghost town.
Akiba, a ghost town? I find that highly unlikely. As the greed and the passion are sucked from the marrow of its people, the town will swell with its majesty. Few will be able to avert their gaze.
But why? Why Akiba? Why do you need to disrupt these people's lives?
Because this town is perfectly suited to my needs. You see, Akihabara's particular brand of lust and desire is entirely unique.
Unique? How?
Theft, corruption, deception. These are wants which go against man's natural instincts. They are foul and disgusting. But here, those festering desires are ignored, and in their place is unadulterated lust, but a pure lust, new and untarnished. Here, pilgrims offer their devotion, laying down their livelihoods for animation, for games, for songmakers. A new form of piety has flourished within these streets, in reverence to an entirely new sort of god.
That's madness.
No, it's the truth, and I can prove it. The energy I've collected from the people in this town has been inordinately fine and pure. These people have remained chaste in service to their view of the world. Akiba is utterly awash in unspoiled virginity, and their hymns of praise shall echo through the streets of my dark utopia forever. That is the purpose I have been given.
Religious worship changes with the times. That's part of the natural order of things. But to hijack that worship, to force their beliefs to serve you, can you claim any right to do that? Even for your people? If it's our fate to die out, then I accept that fate without regret.
That is your prerogative, but I'm afraid we don't see eye to eye. And you and I are well past the point of debate. What about you, boy? Why do you oppose me? What reason could you possibly have for throwing your life away? It seems you are resolute in your convictions, but I have convictions of my own, and I will not compromise them. Much as I'm certain you will not compromise yours. Therefore, show me the strength of your determination. Make me yield if you can, boy.
Soga!
I've got your back. Now! Let's do this! If you please!
You've improved, Shizuku. And here I always thought you hated conflict. Very well then. If this is to be the trial my people must overcome, then by my hand it shall be overcome. Ha!
Soga, is this your true power? But how? You shouldn't have any power left. I need to borrow just a little more strength from you. Thank you. Let's win this. For the future of this town.
I've got your back.
Did we do it?
No, this can't be. I've been taken down by raw power. Perhaps it's my fate to be ousted by a superior force.
Soga.
Is this the end? Our future, the bright future I saw for us, will never come to pass. Can you accept that, Shizuku? That we Night Eaters must once again return to the darkest of dark nights?
I may not have to, because there's no reason for us to lurk in the darkness anymore. This town will accept us for who we are, even if it takes a while. I'm certain that in time, everyone will come around. Just like you did.
I see. I see the optimism of youth. But no, there is only one path our people can follow now. And that path leads into the abyss. I suppose this is to be our last meeting.
Soga.
Tell me, boy, what is it you like best about this town? Well said. This is goodbye, Shizuku. I'm sorry. Give my apologies to Rin as well.
Brother, if you wanted to change our fate, there must have been other ways to do it. Oh, has your condition improved? So this machine was the cause of your sickness after all. I'm glad you're safe now. Thank you for lending me your strength when I needed it most. I'm glad to have chosen you as my familiar. Wow, that's very kind, but it's making me blush a bit. At any rate, the town is now officially saved. Come on, let's go back. Back to the others.
Hard to believe it's been a whole week since that Dark Utopia mess.
Time passed so quickly.
But doesn't it strike you as kind of weird? I mean, we're talking about this huge incident with all these people involved, but the news has already just forgotten about it. Like there hasn't been a peep lately.
Well, to be fair, they can only repeat "cause still unknown" so many times, can't they? Beyond that, it seems no one has anything left to say.
Not even Daishihan Pharmaceuticals? You'd think they'd be taking some heat for this at least.
Maybe they are, but that's not my problem anymore now, is it?
Don't matter none to me anyway. Everything's wrapped up and back to normal, and that's good enough in my book. Don't seem like nobody died in the whole Synthestor hullabaloo neither. At least, I ain't heard about it if anybody did. Tons of people hospitalized after getting their energy sucked out, though.
Supposedly, all the synthestors who burned up in the sun turned back into humans and were found collapsed on the street, believe it or not. They're in tremendous pain and have to go through rehabilitation before they can rejoin society at large, but, well, that's the price you pay, I suppose.
As long as Protector is good, that's all that matters.
So everything's more or less okay in Akiba. But what about you Night Eaters?
Our people used to be worshipped as earth deities, feeding off the piety of our loyal subjects. But these days, the nights have grown a bit less dark, and nature has become a bit less threatening. Our hearts used to beat to the people's prayers, but now those prayers are silent, and our powers fade.
Is it that lack of piety that's keeping you from having children? Is there just not enough life energy for the task? Is that why you're dying out?
Soga thought he could take the desires of Akiba's people, and harness them into a new kind of piety to replace what we had before. And he was doing it for us, all of the Night Eaters, myself and Rin as well. He was doing it to give us a future.
To give your whole race a future. I think I would have gone to those extremes for my brother too, if I had to. Because if anything ever happened to him, it would be troubling. Very troubling indeed.
But since his Dark Utopia plan failed, doesn't that mean you guys are back to square one?
If it's our fate to fall in ruin, I'll accept it.
Sis,
But until then, I'm going to go back home and hold funerary rites for our brother, together with my people. You don't need to come, nor do you need to concern yourself with the duties of a familiar any longer.
come on, sis. Won't you consider staying in Akiba instead?
Do you feel obligated to go?
My mind is made up. The fact of the matter is, my people caused a tremendous amount of trouble for this town, and someone needs to answer for that.
Sis,
I'll be leaving tomorrow,
What? That soon?
and I need to prepare for the trip. So if you'll please excuse me.
I wonder if Shizuku will really go back home.
The way she was talking, it sure sounds like it. Won't be the same around here without her.
You're staying at least, right, Rin? I mean, if you leave too, things are just gonna be way too depressing around here.
Don't worry. I'll be sticking around in Akiba for at least a little while. There are still shows for me to headline after all. Though, I do wish Sis would stay here with me.
Tomorrow we'll say our goodbyes to Shizuku here at Mogra. And then, I think you should walk her to the station.
What? How come? Why don't we all get to go?
Kaito, you are not very good at reading the mood.
I believe Yuto has the right idea. Shizuku's final moments here should be spent alone with him.
Oh, now I get it.
Thank you all for everything.
I can't believe you're really going. I never know what to say in situations like this.
If you should ever have any trouble, please don't hesitate to contact us. We'll be here for you.
Let's watch Strip Prism SDX next time.
I'll leave the upstairs room just the way it is, in case you ever want to come back.
Oh, sis, you know I'm not great with goodbyes. But I'll come visit for the Obon Festival and for New Year's.
We'll see you off here, but he is going to carry your bags to the station for you.
You can work him to the bone if you have to. He is your familiar after all.
Thank you again, everyone. The days I spent here with you will always be at the forefront of my memories. I promise. I'll never forget any of you. I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. Farewell.